And we are live. I'm here with Jimmy Quinn. Jimmy, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I think you're making everyone in the UK mega jealous with your weather out there. What temperature is it?
Yeah, to be honest, it's been raining the last week, but it's always like a good temperature. It's like 15 degrees. They class it as winter, but it's that's like our summer at back home. But yeah, the
Yeah,
sun's out this morning, so it's good.
it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's good. Got the Sunlander in the back.
Just to really rub it in. And it's only like 10 o'clock your time, right?
Yeah, 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's
Oh,
early.
amazing. Tell me what life's been like for you out there because obviously your last you were part of the MMA Fight Academy that Cage Warriors set up and you moved out to San Diego and you were training out there. Tell me what it's been like.
Yeah, it's been good. I've been learning a lot out here. The coaches are unreal. We've got Mark Fure as the head coach. His wrestling things you could take from his wrestling experience is unreal. We've got D1 wrestlers to train with, spar with, like Anthony Orozco. He fights on Cage Warriors. Chase and Blay fights on Cage Warriors as well. The sparring here is just unreal. We've got so many bodies and different types of styles, and you just like every different round you have to adapt to different styles. So it's nice to have. But yeah, I feel like I'm improving a lot here.
What is the plan in terms of the training out there? Is that your new base or will you be still training in London as well?
Yeah, so the plan out here is we come out here for two months and we go back home for 2 months. So whenever we want to fight, we could just come out here, train, do our camp, or get some training in before camp, and then go back home, have a little rest, but still train obviously back home. But this is where I'll be fighting from now.
What an amazing setup. You must feel just buzzing to be doing it that way.
Yeah, it's a crazy opportunity. I feel blessed. I'm really grateful for it.
I'm so happy for you, and I can tell that you're really loving life out there. I wanted to talk about last year because what a year it was for you. Like you made your professional debut in Cage Warriors. You got their fastest knockout of all time. And that was such a high at the beginning of 2023. And obviously like it's typical of fighting, but it was a mixed bag of a year because obviously in your second professional fight, you lost that to Tom Wright. Can you
Yeah,
talk me through the whole year and how you felt it went and what it was like to be in your skin when it was all
yeah.
happening?
So the start of the year, obviously, we had the trials for the MMA Academy, and Tom Wright was actually there at the trials as well. Um, I got in the MMA Academy. Fortunately, Tom didn't, but yeah, I got in. I started training here for like 3 months, doing my camp for my first fight to make my debut. I was originally meant to fight in San Diego, and then it
Yeah.
got cancelled. Um, it was hard to get an opponent at the time. Like it got cancelled. There was issues with travelling. It was a lot of bag. So we then changed it to Wales, um, and it turned out for the better because I got the knockout in ten
Yeah.
seconds, the quickest knockout. So yeah, it worked in my favour. I think it for me it was a perfect debut to get my name out on the scene. But at the same time, it yeah, it brought a lot of pressure onto me, and I
Yeah.
think it showed in the last fight I had.
Yeah, like it was amazing because obviously I've been following you for all your amateur days at Cage Warriors Academy, and I feel partly responsible for being one of the people that was putting pressure on you because I literally said to everyone I know, "Watch this
Yeah,
kid. He is going to the top. He's an insane talent." And obviously, you went out there and you performed as
yeah,
a lot of the people who know you expected. But it does bring that Cage Warriors stage does bring so many more eyes to it, and
Yeah,
there was so many more people talking about you then, and you've got amazing knockouts before, highlight reel knockouts before, but this
yeah,
went viral on another level, didn't it?
yeah. This really took off, this one. But yeah, the last fight I had, I felt like I was trying not trying to top it, but there was a lot of expectation of a knockout and how quick
Yeah,
things went the first time and picture perfect. That I felt like everything was going to go picture perfect for the second fight. Also, maybe in
yeah.
the back of my head, and yeah, you can't go swimming without getting wet. So that's what happened.
Does a loss take the pressure off now?
Yeah, I think it definitely takes the pressure off. To be fair, I didn't even notice the pressure was there until maybe
Right.
after the fight. Um, I felt like I went into the fight a bit emotionless, a bit like I didn't have any feelings towards it. There was no like, um, see, I like having the feeling of that and the feeling of the opposite of good pressure. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I like people doubting me, or like that's why I think on my debut I made I potentially made such a statement because of that. And I had different feelings on coming out of my debut to what I did on the second time. And I just felt like I walked out a bit emotionless, a bit blank, and I let my head get the better of me.
Is that what you think it was, a kind of mental thing, like, in your own
Yeah,
head?
definitely, because I just felt a bit I felt a bit blurry in there. Like I couldn't really piece anything together. I couldn't really think. I was looking for the knockout. I was trying single shots, no combinations, not taking anything away from Tom. He done a perfect job. He put the pressure on me. He messed up my timing, so I couldn't um, do certain things. He pressured me, and it worked. But and I do feel like there's things that I could have done better in myself. But it is what it is. It happened, and we just move on and learn from it.
And I always say is how people handle losses that defines them as a fighter. Like there's people who just can't handle it or make
Yeah,
excuses or,
yeah,
but the people who can, pardon the pun, but take it on the chin
yeah,
and
yeah, 100%.
like and and move forward and go, okay, that one didn't go my way. What can I do to make sure that never happens again? That's a
Yeah,
different type of person. And facing the world after, there are a lot of eyes on Cage Warriors. Those
yeah.
people you always know are going to go a lot further than the people who are making excuses.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
So tell me now, we're looking forward to your fight with Yohan Salvador on Cage Warriors 169. I'm buzzing to see you fight again in London. He's got a lot more pro experience than you. He's 4 and 5.
Yeah,
But he doesn't have anywhere near the amateur experience you've got. So I think there's only a couple of
yeah.
fights in it when you take into account both of your fights. What do you make of him as an opponent?
He's a good opponent. He fought someone who was on the academy before, one of the Indonesians, Yoga. He fought him, um, and I can sort of base off what happened in that fight, what his level and his skill set is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going into this one confident, but definitely I'm definitely cautious at the same time. Anything can happen in the 4 ounce gloves,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely prepared for this one. And there's a lot of mistakes that I made last time that I can correct, and yeah, it'll work in my favour.
I'm sure you don't wanna go into detail about any of the, the mistakes that you wanna correct or,
Yeah,
like
to be
technical
fair,
details.
I don't mind to detail with it because they've been corrected and they're getting corrected. So it's all in the process. It's there to see on the footage. So
And he's come down from, I think he's fought as high as lightweight in the past.
oh, is he?
Yeah, you're no
I
stranger
didn't
to
even know that.
fighting bigger guys though, are you? I've seen
Yeah,
you fight guys who fought all over the place before.
yeah, yeah. I remember fighting a guy in the amateurs who was like 6'1" or 6'2".
Yeah. I remember them,
Crazy.
Yeah, the photos when you were facing off. That was a good one.
Yeah.
So when will you be coming back to London, and when? Yeah, like what does fight week look like for you? We're still a while off now, 6 weeks away probably.
Yeah, so I'll be back on just before fight week, the week before fight week. And yeah, just staying in the zone really, keep ticking over until the fight, and then when fight day comes, we grab the win this time.
And do you have coaches out in California that will come back to corner you for that, or would that be your home team?
Yeah, so the coaches that are going to be cornering me, I've actually got a coach from my gym back home at the MMA clinic. Fortunately enough, Chris Carley, he's doing the striking out here for us. He's a big part of my
Amazing.
camp, and it's to have a feeling of like a sense of home here as well. And he's got a good understanding of how I fight, how I am as a fighter, as he's trained me before, and to have him back in my camp and over here is really nice.
That must be really good for consistency for you as well. You know, you're getting all that, different looks and different coaching, but then you've got the consistency of someone who's been with you a long time.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. It's nice because he knows how I fight, so nothing's getting changed as much with my style. It's just progressing my style and molding it a bit more. And yeah, Chris plays a big part in that.
I'm so excited to see what the development looks like. I don't want to put any more pressure on you because it is hard. You're so young still, and you've got a lot of people saying great things about you, but
Yeah,
I can't see anything other than you going such a long way, Jimmy. Like, I just think
yeah.
it's
Thank
not
you.
just the fact of how you fight. Sorry, it's not just the fact of your results, it's the way you fight. Your style is so exciting. You've got
Yeah,
submissions and knockouts, and they're all highlight reels as well. Like,
yeah.
it's never a dull card. I always look out for your name on the card, and it's always, not the same without you there. So I am absolutely buzzing to see you on that London card.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Definitely, I'm
Before
excited to put on a performance as well this time round, and I wanna shaft my wrestling, um, my jiu-jitsu as well, because I don't think I've showed much of my grappling in the pro game yet. Last time I tried avoiding grappling. I don't know why. I was trying to get a finish on the feet, but definitely this time I'm going to be mixing it up and showing my skill set.
So would you say a submission finish is possible for this one?
It likely, yeah, we'll see a submission finish. Maybe you don't know. It could go to decision. I'm not. I can't. I can't say what's going to happen yet, but I'm definitely going to come out with a win.
I'm so excited. I honestly just can't wait for this one. Is there anyone that you want to thank or give a shout out to before we go?
Yeah, I just want to thank my team back home, the MMA clinic. I want to thank Tony Anderson, my coach back home also.
Big shout
Um,
out to him.
yeah, Brad Wheeler for always helping me. He's a former Cage Warriors fighter, now fighting on PFL. I'd like to thank Mark Fuhr, my coach, Jake, my jiu-jitsu coach, Chris Carley, of course, all the team here at MMA Academy. They played a big part in helping me during this process, and yeah, just everyone supporting.
Are all the MMA Fight Academy guys back over in California now, or does it depend what fight card they're on?
Yeah, so because the dates are so close with all the fight cards, um, they're all over here now. Like we've got Teddy Stringer who's fighting in 2 weeks, Anthony Orozco, Jason Blair is fighting in 2 weeks in San Diego, and we've got the next lot of cards, which is Manchester, which you've got Leon Arms, and yeah, everyone's preparing and in fight camp, and it's quite rare to get a whole team full of 20 plus pros on the mat, all in fight camp. So everyone's in shape, everyone's trying to get better and fitter, and it's just very competitive on the mats, and it's a good environment to be in if you want to improve and
Yeah,
get to that level where you want to go at the UFC.
it sounds absolutely amazing. I hope you stay healthy. All of you stay healthy. And I can't wait to see you next month, Jimmy.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your
Thank
day.
you,
Stay
Katie.
fit and healthy, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Katie. Take care.